I've told you this 3 times and you're still not even trying to work on it.
Come on. Got 6 hours to go.
Bravo 4.
Let's go.
We've just been told twice now that we should be in these shorts. We'll see how we go. It's too cold, just turn around. Otherwise, live your life, Barry. What's your status?
Fantastic. We're almost at the top, I think. So, let's launch. You got vertigo.
We just finished the walk and TJ has vertigo. Let me show you. It's literally horizontal laying. Apparently that's what you do when you have vertigo. You just horizontal lay. I think it was because when we were descending, we were going really fast and TJ has issues with his ears, and because we were just like running pretty much because it was pissing down with rain. We got to the end, we got to the car and TJ's like, ooh, and then now he's going to be horizontal laying for the next 24 hours. So I'm going to go get a pie because TJ's not hungry, which is very fair enough, and probably just have a very early night, but I'll catch up with you guys in the morning.
Good morning. Guys, TJ's alive.
I am alive. Alive and thriving.
I'm gonna make his favorite breakfast, sweet potato breakfast burritos. By the way, just so you know, I just released an ebook which has this recipe along with 55 other recipes that I made in this van over the past 9 months. So if you're interested, I'll chuck it in the description below. It's really, really, really accessible for most people who live in a van, but then also people who can't really be bothered being complicated with their recipes, which is me and like every single other person I talk to. So have a look in the description and let's get cooking. So, the first, I need my chopping board. So let's chop up the secret ingredient. It's not very secret. Actually, fun fact, guys, if you keep the skin on certain potatoes, it's actually better for you because you're getting so much more fibre, and most of the nutrients actually stick to the top surface of the vegetables and fruits, which means that you're not going to lose anything while you're cooking it. I'm a dietitian, which means that I studied at university for 5 years to work with people to help them support their diet. I'm mostly actually in the space of eating disorders and disordered eating, which basically means that I work with people alongside psychologists and GPs to help support their relationship with food and also recovery. I think the reason why I got into dietetics originally was because I had a passion for food and I also had a passion for helping people. And as weird as it sounds, I was actually going to be a doctor, and I applied for being a doctor, applied for the university degree, and I realised that I actually despise hospitals. Like every single time I go into hospital, I feel like I'm going to vomit. So I thought maybe that's not an ideal situation for me to be in. So dietetics was like the next second option. And then I actually applied for a degree in Melbourne. I was originally from Tassie, and I actually got a scholarship for dietetics in Melbourne. So I thought maybe this is divine timing, maybe this is a sign that I should do it. So I studied at Deakin University in Melbourne for 5 years, and interestingly enough, when I was actually at the university and doing placements specifically, I actually didn't like the work and I didn't like the placements as such. I felt like there was a lot of restrictions on me, and you can probably tell I'm not somebody who does tick boxing stuff. I'm not really one to follow the quote unquote traditional rules. And not because I'm rebellious, but because I don't think it works for most people, especially with people who have eating disorders. And so I got a job straight after uni in Sydney, and I decided that I wanted to work in a private practice there. So I did for about 6 months, and then I decided to run my own business as a dietitian because 1, I got more money, and 2, I could have a little bit more autonomy over my work. And so that's where we are now, guys. I'm running a business as a dietitian online, which is why I can live in this van for as long as I want. And I'm also creating products like this ebook, which means that people can have accessibility to dietitian approved recipes without having to fork out money to actually see a dietitian online in consult. So that is my mini spiel about my story as a dietitian. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I'm more than happy to walk through them with you or answer them.
I love you.
Love you most.
Thanks for brekkie.
This is a game where we ask each other questions about our relationship.
Right.
Or it could be any relationship, friendship, whatever.
Cool. What do you think is the most difficult thing about our relationship?
You process things different to me. So when something is bothering you about us or about just life, you often go into your cave and process it by yourself, which is fine. Whereas for me, I like talking to friends, talking to you, talking to whoever. And when you do have something you want to talk through, either with me or about something else, being quiet really triggers me, because for me, if I'm quiet, it means that I'm angry at you and I don't want to talk about it. It's not that I'm processing, it's just that I'm having a little moment. And I think that in my past relationship, I really struggle with people who are quiet now, because that person at the latter part of our relationship was quiet all the time, and I was constantly asking, like, is everything okay? And then, you know, they'd be like, yeah, it's fine. And then one day they just pulled it on me that they didn't want to be in a relationship. And I think for me, when you were doing that, I thought my immediate reaction was, he doesn't like me, he wants to leave. So he's trying to figure out a way to leave. He's trying to figure out what the conversation, like, that was my first reaction, and it was surprising because I thought I worked through that. I thought I worked through the fact that I know that people process things differently, but it just really, I found it difficult. So I feel like one thing that I find difficult about our relationship, and I don't even think it's difficult, it's just different, is that we process things differently, and we need to understand that we both do that, and kind of compromise in a sense.
Agree. I agree.
What do I do that annoys you?
Oh, God. Everything. I'm kidding. Stuff doesn't annoy me if I've addressed it. It's when it's not worked on, that's when it starts to bother me. So if there's something that I've told you, like, hey, this annoys me, and you continue to do it, that's when I get annoyed. Because I'm like, I've told you this 3 times, and you're still not even trying to work on it. That's when stuff annoys me. Because it's like talking to a brick wall. And that's when my guards go up, and I'm like, all right, I've already told you 3 times. So yeah, nothing really annoys me because, again, we can work on these things. We're good with communicating, and as long as we talk about it and don't attack each other with how we work, because everyone's different. We all work differently. So, yeah. How do you see our relationship evolving?
Ooh. Extremely. I think if you don't see your relationship evolving, you're in the wrong relationship, to be completely honest with you. I had this conversation with a friend recently, and she was shocked about how we talk about having kids and getting engaged and marrying things, and like there was this shock that, oh, why are you talking about that already? And it's like, you need to talk about these things because you want your relationship to evolve. You want to both be working towards stuff in the future, and like if you don't have the same visions, it's not going to work. So I feel like I see our relationship evolving in similar ways to that you see, and the reason why I'm confident in that because we talk about it. We go, okay, like where do you want to be in 3 years' time? Like what do you want to be doing in your professional life, in your personal life? Do we want to have kids? Do we want to have a house? Do we want to still be in the van? I want to experience more things, traveling, creating memories together. But then I guess in 5 years, like making it a place where we can create a family and have a house and settle down, if that even is a word. But yeah, just like continue to understand and grow together. That's pretty much it.
I love it.
Hey.
Hello.
I just wanted to congratulate you on finding the perfect
Isn't it nice? This is Ziggy. Okay, have a great day.
Thank you.
Mwah.